Welcome, beloved souls, to another sacred gathering in this space of remembrance that we call Akasha Whispers. I'm your host, Pooja Mahtani, and I'm so deeply honored you've joined me today. In our last episode, we explore faith and free will, how the soul's blueprint dances with the choices we make, and how sovereignty and grace allow us to walk this paradox with lightness. Today, we step even deeper into the heart of that mystery. If faith and free will form the melody and the dance, then relationships are often the partners who guide us across the floor. Our connections, whether blissful, challenging, brief, or lifelong, are not random. They are sacred contracts. In this episode, we'll explore what soul contracts are and why we make them, the different kinds of sacred relationship we encounter, how the Akashic Records reveal the deeper meaning of these bonds, stories from my own journey, including deep soul connections, and finally, a guided meditation to help you sense and honor the contracts in your own life. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale openness. Exhale resistance. And let's begin. What are soul contracts? A soul contract is an agreement we make before incarnation, long before we enter our physical body. These contracts are not written in punishment or binding law. They are woven in love, created with the highest intention for our soul's evolution. And this is key. It's all for our soul's evolution. Think of them as agreements between souls to help one another remember, heal, or grow. Some may be lifelong, like the family you're born into. Others may be brief, a stranger you meet who says one sentence that shifts your entire perspective. Some feel sweet, others can feel incredibly painful. Yet, all are sacred. When we encounter someone who awakens something in us, whether joy or heartbreak, it is often because of a soul contract. These agreements are like mirrors. They reflect back to us the lessons we came here to embrace. Over the years, I've seen how these contracts can take many forms, different types of sacred relationships. We will walk through them together, slowly, with tenderness and non-judgment. And imagine how they may show up in your own life. Instead of categories and lists, I want to share these relationships with you as stories, feelings, and an invitation so that you can recognize them in your own journey. The first one that comes into mind for many people is soulmates. At the soul level, we choose soulmates because they remind us we are never alone. Being with them feels like a homecoming, safe, familiar, nourishing. They're not always romantic. They may show up as a sibling, a friend, or even teachers who help us remember our own essence. The invitation with soulmates is to soften into love, to trust, and to let yourself be fully seen. Maybe you have had a friend who from the very first moment felt like you had known them forever. Even if years pass, when you reconnect, it's as if no time has gone by. That is the gift of a soulmate, a love that transcends time and space. Then there's another known form, twin flames. At the soul level, twin flames are mirrors of our deepest light and our deepest wounds. They are chosen not necessarily to stay for a lifetime, but to awaken us. Meeting them can feel electrifying, magnetic, and overwhelming sometimes, as though you are staring straight into your own soul. The invitation with twin flames is to allow both the beauty and the discomfort to teach you. They're not here to complete you, but to remind you that you are already whole. You might meet someone and feel an instant, undeniable pull. This relationship may burn with passion, but also it might be filled with conflict or turbulence. And yet, through it all, you awaken to self love, to strength, to your own truth. Remember that all these relationships come to teach you something and to allow your soul to evolve and grow. Then there's karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are agreements to balance unfinished energy from other lifetimes. They often arrive with intensity, attraction, or resistance, and they can feel repetitive, as though you are caught in the same pattern again and again. The purpose is not to punish you, but to free you. The invitation is to recognize the lesson, honor the boundary, and release the cycle when it is understood and when it is complete. Perhaps you have had a colleague who was impossibly harsh, or a partner who pulled you into unhealthy patterns. At first, it may have felt like a misfortune, but in truth, these are karmic contracts. They're here to teach you, they're here to heal you, they're here for you to recognize a lesson, a pattern. They're here to create a boundary. They're here to help you release a cycle. These are the soul's way of saying, it's time to heal this, time to choose differently, time to act differently, time to be free. Soul family. Soul family are the companions who return with us across lifetimes to walk beside us. They are chosen to remind us of belonging, to bring comfort, and to celebrate life's seasons with us. Meeting them often feels like, where have you been all my life? The invitation is to celebrate these bonds and nurture them. They're treasures, reminding you that you are loved and held. Think of a friend you can sit with in silence for hours and still feel deeply connected, or a person that you're not in touch constantly, but when you reconnect, it feels like time has not passed. Or the person you meet by chance who becomes part of your chosen family. Their presence feels like medicine, anchoring you back into your own essence. Then there are teachers and challengers. Not all sacred relationships are easy. Some souls agree to challenge us, to catalyze growth by pushing us beyond what feels comfortable. These people may trigger you, frustrate you, or even hurt you. But on a soul level, they are playing the role of sacred fire, burning away illusions. Their invitation with challengers is to stand in your truth, to hold boundaries with love, and to recognize the growth they are awakening in you. Maybe you've had a child who tests every ounce of your patience, or a parent whose criticism shaped your sense of self. Though difficult, these relationships carve strength, compassion, and resilience within you. With time, you may look back and see them as some of your greatest teachers, even though at the time it feels very hurtful to be in proximity to them. Each of these sacred relationships is a mirror, a guide, a catalyst. Some bring joy, other brings fire, but all are part of your soul's chosen curriculum, leading you closer to your truth. The Akashic Records are a profound ally when it comes to understand the sacred agreements we hold with others. They're not just a library of information, they are a living, breathing field of love that shows us the deeper purpose behind every connection. When we step into the records, we gain access to both the design of our soul contracts and the wisdom to shift, release, or heal them. When we ask within the records, we may discover that a difficult parent-child relationship is part of a soul agreement to heal an ancestral wound, for example. We might see that a sudden friendship is not random, but a reunion with a soul family member we have walked with for centuries, or that a partner's presence in our life was chosen to awaken gifts we would never have embraced on our own. The records not only reveal the why behind a relationship, but they also help us move forward with clarity. Sometimes the records show us that a contract is complete. We are free to release it with gratitude, knowing it has fulfilled its purpose. Other times, they reveal that the contract is still alive, still teaching, but that we can soften its edges by shifting how we show up. For example, if a karmic bond feels heavy, the records might guide us to forgive, to reclaim our power, or to change the pattern we keep repeating. Through the records, healing becomes possible at the root. All vows and promises, like vows of silence, poverty, loyalty, or sacrifice, can be dissolved when they're no longer serving our highest path. We can consciously release ties of resentment, anger, or guilt that have bound us to others across lifetimes. And we can call back our energy from relationships that once drained us, reclaiming our wholeness. One of the most beautiful gifts of the Akashic Record is that they allow us to see every soul, including those who have hurt us, through the lens of compassion. When you witness the larger story, the soul level reason, you are no longer trapped in blame or bitterness. You are free to step into forgiveness, acceptance, and peace. In this way, the records are both a mirror and a medicine. They reflect the truth of why we came together with others, and they offer the grace to shift those connections into alignment with love. Whether by deepening a bond, completing a contract, or releasing one entirely, the records remind us that all relationships are invitations to return to our true essence. I want to share two personal stories. First, I want to introduce you to my dear friend and soul sister, Isabel. We met not even 4 years ago, but it really feels like a lifetime ago. From the very beginning, there was ease and comfort, as if we were remembering each other rather than meeting for the first time. Since the day we met, we have gone through so much, individually and together. We have faced challenges, we have celebrated growth, and we have walked through phases of deep evolution side by side. And through every single season, we've been there for each other. Our first meeting was in Salem, Massachusetts in 2021. Isabel and I had been moving in the same circles, yet we had never crossed paths directly, until fate decided it was time. I knew about her and felt she was a powerful spiritual leader. And maybe I was a little intimidated by her being much more advanced than me. The universe wove synchronicity after synchronicity that day that we met. From the group that was meeting, I met her first. We ordered the same drink at the restaurant. We both felt drawn to a section of a shop filled with Egyptian artifacts. And in the book section, we gasped and reached for the same book at the exact same time, Isis in India. I was struck with curiosity as I'm Indian, but I had not yet known that Isabel was half Egyptian. We spent the rest of the time guided by an invisible thread. Looking back, I know with certainty this was a soul contract unfolding, a reunion of two souls who had walked together before, now meeting again to weave new lessons and support each other's journey. Over these years, Isabel and I have also traveled twice together to Egypt, leading soulful women through spiritual and energetic retreats. Each journey has been different but very powerful, filled with awakening and sisterhood. And now, as we prepare for our third pilgrimage, I can feel the magnitude of our growth that we both have embraced in these past few years and how special this next journey will be. Isabel's presence in my life has been one of recognition, reflection, and deep spiritual companionship. Our journeys together have taught me about the sacred power of pilgrimage, traveling with soul family to places like Egypt, not just sightseeing, but living a soul contract. Sacred travel activates memories, awakens dormant wisdom, and allows us to shed all layers as we walk in ancient lands. Every temple we stepped into, every prayer we whispered in the Nile, felt like a continuation of vows made along. Pilgrimage is a soul agreement with the land itself, and the people who walk with you become companions in transformation. These journeys remind us that our contracts are not only with individuals, but with sacred places and collective healing. They expand our relationship beyond people to the soul of the earth itself. This is the power of a soul contract. It feels like destiny and free will colliding in perfect harmony. So soul contracts can be with a person to take you to this land, to allow you to grow and to be there for each other, to remind the power within. I want to share now another intimate personal story. This is the relationship with my father, which has always felt like something far larger than this single lifetime. From my earliest days, I would run to hold his hand. I would sit by his side before anyone else, and I would curl into the gentle rise of his belly as a child. We would laugh, saying perhaps I had been a girlfriend in a previous lifetime. His softness and tenderness towards me felt inexplicable in the sweetest way. My dad often told me that I reminded him of his own grandmother, my great-grandmother, Amma, who he adored and who adored him. My calmness, quietness, and even some physical features reminded him of her. As I grew older, I came to understand that my father carried a deep wish for me. Though he rarely said it to me, he hoped I would not marry too far away. My mother had married and left Malaysia for Spain. While much of her family remained in Malaysia, Singapore, and Hong Kong, she was the one who crossed oceans, and he had seen her struggles and her loneliness. He didn't want that for me, and I could feel in this wish his tender way to protect me. Yet, life unfolded a bit differently. I married and moved across the ocean, far from my birthplace and my family. My dad accepted it with faith, perhaps because this relationship was initiated by my guru. And now I believe that was the only way he could find peace with it. Still, every time I return home, our reunion feels like a big blessing. A few years ago, during an Akashic Records session with my sister, something beautiful and clarifying emerged. Images and memories of prior lives where my dad was again and again part of my soul family, and very often my father. In many of those lifetimes, circumstances require me to live, to travel, to migrate, to follow a path that took me away. And the parting between us tore both of our hearts. Suddenly, the tenderness, the closeness, even the way he feared the distance in this lifetime, all made sense. It was not only a story of this lifetime, it was a thread woven through many lifetimes. The depth of love I feel for my father and the ache that comes with longing and separation. It is a continuation of that soul story. Knowing this changed everything from me. It brought gratitude. It brought unconditional love for my dad. It brought compassion and a wider perspective on the love and path we both share. I haven't shared this directly with him, but in unspoken ways, I feel we both have always known. And if you feel the same way with someone in your life, a love that seems larger than time or a pull you cannot explain, know that you may be walking an ancient contract together. And in knowing that, we find room to hold both our choices and our lineage with grace. Take a moment now, if you wish. Place your hand over your heart. Close your eyes and gently bring to mind one ancestor or a parent or a loved one whose bond feels timeless. Breathe into that connection. Notice the love growing in your heart and in your soul. And whisper, I honor the love that binds us across lifetimes. I honor the love that binds us across lifetimes. I release any fear or heaviness. I release any fear or heaviness. And I invite only compassion and grace to flow between us. I release any fear or heaviness, and I invite only compassion and grace to flow between us. Take a deep breath in and out. And let this simple practice soften your heart and remind you that ancestral and family contracts can be held with love, healed with presence, with compassion, and blessed with gratitude. How can you recognize a soul contract in your life? How do I know when a relationship is a soul contract? Here are some signs with a bit more depth so you can recognize them in your own experience. 1. Synchronicities. The way you meet feels too precise to be random. Perhaps you bumped into each other multiple times in unlikely places, or a series of events kept leading you to cross paths. These cosmic winks are often the universe nudging you towards the connection. Intensity. The relationship carries strong emotions, whether joy, love, or challenge. You may feel a magnetic pull that you can't quite explain, or emotions may surface more quickly and powerfully than they normally would with others. Intensity. The relationships carries strong emotions, whether joy, love, or challenge. You might feel a magnetic pull that you can't quite explain, or emotions may surface more quickly and powerfully than they normally would with others. Repetition, themes, lessons, or patterns repeat again and again until you pay attention. Maybe the same type of conflict arises again and again, or a familiar theme keeps resurfacing no matter how much you try to avoid it. This is often a sign the contract is calling your attention and is calling for resolution. Familiarity. There's a deep sense of knowing, as if you've met before. Even if it's the very first time you encounter someone, you may feel instantly comfortable or strangely at home in their presence, as though your souls are recognizing each other. Catalyst, the relationship changes you, often in ways you couldn't imagine. Sometimes this happens through love and support, and other times through challenge and difficulty. Either way, the connection propels you into growth you would not have reached on your own. If you have ever felt this person is here for a reason, you are likely sensing a soul contract. How do you live with sacred relationships? The wisdom of soul contracts is not meant to bind us, but to liberate us. These agreements are invitations to live with more awareness, compassion, and choice. Living with sacred relationships means noticing the lessons, honoring them, and allowing them to transform you. It means remembering that every person who crosses your path is a teacher in some form, even if the teaching is difficult to receive. Here are some ways to live with these sacred agreements. Honor the lesson, not the attachment. Sometimes a person's role is complete, and clinging creates suffering. Release with love. Ending a relationship doesn't erase its sacredness. It simply means the contract has been fulfilled. Transform conflict into compassion. Challenging relationships often hold the deepest lessons for you. And celebrate soul family. When you meet those who feel like home, treasure them, love them, celebrate them. Here are a few practices to deepen your awareness of soul contracts. These are not just exercises, but an invitation into reflection, healing, and conscious choice. The first one I recommend is an Akashic dialogue. When you are in meditation or you are opening your own Akashic records, you can ask yourself, what is the soul level purpose of this relationship? And let the answer rise gently, without forcing, without judging it. You may receive a word, an image, or simply a feeling. This dialogue helps you shift from judgment into understanding. Another exercise I recommend is a letter of release. Write a letter to the person you feel a contract with. Thank them for the lessons. Name what you have learned from them or from the relationship. And if you sense it is complete, the lesson is understood and learned, release the energy with love. You don't have to send the letter. The act of writing itself creates release and healing. Another practice is gratitude practice. Each day, bring to mind one lesson you have learned from someone in your life. It could be a dear friend, a family member, or even someone who challenged you. Naming the gift in the relationship shifts the vibration from pain to appreciation, and it invites peace into your heart. Another practice is gratitude practice. Each day, bring to mind one lesson you have learned from someone in your life. It could be a dear friend, a family member, or even someone who challenged you. Naming the gift in the relationship shifts the vibration from pain to appreciation, and it invites peace into your heart. And last but not least, my favorite practice, Ho'oponopono prayer. This is a traditional Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness, and it can be a profound way to clear soul contracts. You loudly repeat the sentences, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And as you say them, imagine the person you are holding in your heart in front of you. These simple phrases open the doorway to deep healing, releasing resentment, providing forgiveness, and restoring love on a soul level. I have a recording about Ho'oponopono prayer if you would like to learn more. These practices are gentle ways of aligning your relationships with your soul's truth, bringing clarity, closure, and deeper compassion. Now, if you are in a safe space, I would love to guide you in a gentle meditation honoring a soul contract. If you are in a safe space, you're not driving or outside your home, gently close your eyes. Unclench your jaw. Allow your body to soften, your shoulders to drop, your tongue to rest, your heart to open. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling peace, exhaling any tension. Now I want you to imagine yourself standing in a vast hall of golden light. The air feels warm and gentle, filled with love. In front of you, a scroll begins to appear, glowing softly. This scroll represents one of your soul contracts. Take your time as you step closer to the scroll. Notice its texture, the shimmering light that surrounds it, the glow that has. And when you are ready, I want you to hold it and open it gently. You will see the name of a person in your life written upon it. If you are not able to visualize it, focus on your heart to notice if someone comes in your mind or in your heart. Beneath the name or the presence are the words of love, reminders of lessons you agreed to share. Perhaps you see words like forgiveness, courage, healing, joy, or companionship. Do not judge the word that shows up. Just accept it and let the words wash over you. Notice how your body feels as you read them, as you notice them. Do you feel tension? Do you feel relief? Do you feel love? Simply observe without any judgment. This is a lesson your souls agreed to work together. Now place your right hand over your heart and whisper softly, I honor this sacred contract. I walk it with love, grace, and freedom. Feel the vibration of these words echo through your entire being. Notice how it makes you feel. If you sense the contract is complete, the lessons have been learned, the companionship is done, imagine the scroll slowly dissolving back into the light, releasing both of you with love and gratitude. If you sense the contract is still active, alive, there's something pending, allow the scroll to shine even brighter. And affirm that you are choosing to walk this sacred contract with awareness and with love. We're going to take a moment now to practice Ho'oponopono with this soul. I'm going to say the sentences and I want you to say it aloud after me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Notice that when you're saying I'm sorry and please forgive me, you are not taking responsibility of all the situation or any challenge. You're just taking responsibility, accountability for any part that you have played consciously or unconsciously. You're asking forgiveness not because you feel guilty, but because you honor this sacred relationship, this sacred contract. Going to continue repeating it, and I want you to repeat it as many times as it feels right. If we are done and you feel it still needs to be repeated, please continue so. Pause it and continue. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I can repeat this as many times as it feels right. With each repetition, I want you to feel that any heaviness lift and cords of all energy between you and that person are being gently untied and dissolved and released into the light. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Take a deep breath in and out, feeling lighter, feeling how this contract has made lighter. Knowing that you might have to continue this for some time today, or maybe in the next days. When you have a very heavy relationship, I recommend doing it for 21 days. Now I want you to imagine that you are stepping into a sacred landscape, a land that calls to your soul. Perhaps you see golden sands beneath your feet, or maybe you are feeling cool stones of an ancient temple beneath your hands. You hear the whispers of chants maybe carried on the wind, the same prayers spoken for thousands of years. This is the spirit of pilgrimage. Allow yourself to walk through this sacred place. Maybe you can identify it. Maybe you can recognize it. Notice the energy of the land rising up to meet you, awakening memories and wisdom you did not know you carried. Feel how the earth itself holds a contract with you, a promise to remind you of your divinity each time you return to its holy place. As you breathe here, sense the companions beside you, your soul family, your guides, or soul friends who are walking with you in this journey. Know that every step you take upon sacred ground is also a step into deeper remembrance of who you are. Take another deep breath, whispering gratitude to the land, gratitude to the souls who travel with you, and gratitude to your own heart for choosing this path of awakening, for choosing to walk in this land. I want you to spend some time here, enjoying the feeling that this land is bringing. Does it feel safe? Does it feel awakening? Also notice how your body, your spirit, your mind, your soul, your heart react to this land. Do you feel like dancing? Do you feel like moving? Do you feel like offering prayers or bowing down? I'm just going to keep quiet so you can fully emerge in this land. Now I want you to thank the land, thank the soul contract, especially thank your guides for helping you enjoy this journey. And when you are ready, I want you to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Start noticing your body. Gently and slowly move it. Take a deep breath in and out. And slowly open your eyes. Notice the peace you carry. Notice any release that happened. And notice the love and sacredness that comes from honoring your soul contracts, your journey. And now, beautiful soul, I want you to receive this blessing. May every contract you hold be softened by love. May every bond be infused with compassion. May every release be graceful, and may every new beginning be filled with light. May you remember that you are guided, supported, and deeply loved across lifetimes. Blessings be to you and to yours. Oh, beautiful soul, every soul we meet carries meaning. Some are here for a season, some are for a lifetime, some for a lesson. But we are all part of the sacred tapestry of our becoming. Remember, you are not binded, you are invited. You always hold the power of love and choice. If what you heard today stirs something within you, I invite you to go deeper. Learning to access your own Akashic record is one of the most empowering gifts you can give yourself. If you feel called, reach out to me or simply comment the word soul wherever you're listening to this episode. I have a beautiful 8-week training called Soul's Compass, where I guide you step by step into opening and reading your own records. Over these 8 weeks, you will learn how to connect with your soul's wisdom, release blocks, and receive clear guidance for your life. This training is not only about accessing the Akashic records, but also learning to trust your own intuition. I want you to deepen your spiritual practice and embody your soul's truth in daily life. It would be my honor to be your guide on this journey. And as we finish this week's episode of Sacred Soul Contracts, rest in the truth that nothing in your life is random. The people who arrive, the tests you face, the warmth and the wounds, many are sacred agreements your soul invited to help you grow. This isn't to blame or to bind you, but to bring compassion and meaning to what has been. Beautiful soul, thank you for walking with me today. In our next episode, we'll dive into overcoming limiting beliefs, how to release the patterns, what limiting beliefs are, and living with alignment with our own soul. Until then, may you honor the contracts that shape you, release the ones that are complete, and celebrate the sacred relationships that guide your path. With infinite love, until the next episode, bye-bye.